So the February 5th NBA trade deadline is rapidly approaching, and Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office, they have a lot of work to do. I'm going to be talking about today's video the 5 trade targets that can make the NBA trade deadline an absolute perfect NBA trade deadline for the Los Angeles Lakers. Today we're going to be talking about the perfect trade scenario that can propel this Lakers team into a championship contender. Before we hop into today's video, man, y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel, and let's go ahead and hop into it. So the first target we're going to be talking about, guys, and I kind of want to pair, I want to pair a couple players together that would kind of make it to where the Lakers are in the same scenario as the Mavericks a couple years ago when they made the trade for Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington. Now, granted, they did use 2 first-round picks for both of those players. Now, the Lakers only have a first-round pick. They have 1 first-round pick. They have multiple pick swaps, which probably won't be that valuable because the Lakers do have Luka and they have Austin Reeves. So that probably would scare a couple teams. There's no point in swapping picks with those with the Lakers when you have those 2 players, and you're probably going to be a decent team depending on what you do the next couple years. So that really doesn't make any sense, but they do have a couple pick swaps. And they have 1 second-round pick over the next couple years. Now, they could still use those assets along with the expiring contracts of Maxi Kleber. Sorry, guys. Along with Maxi Kleber, Gabe Vincent. He has a 1-year deal left on $11 million for like $11 to $13 million somewhere in there. Maxi Kleber has a 1-year deal, and he's on an $11 million contract as well. The expiring contracts in today's NBA are very, 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 very valuable. And that's one of the main reasons why the Lakers should have some assets to be able to use along with the picks that they have, so they can try to go all in and try to make the right moves to win the championship this season. A lot of Mavericks fans didn't think that their team was good enough a couple years ago once they made those trades for PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford. This Lakers team right now, they're 5th in the Western Conference. They're dealing with a lot of injuries to some of their better players, and they do have the core talent. So if you make the right moves at this deadline, you can propel yourself to compete even better with some of these other teams around the NBA. So Matisse Thybulle is my honorable mention in today's video, and I want to talk about him. And he's my honorable mention because I think that he would possibly be a stronger candidate to be a trade target if he was healthy right now and playing and we were able to see him a little bit better. He has a left thumb injury, and he's supposed to be coming back anytime soon. They said he would be out about 4 to 6 weeks. He got injured right around when his NBA season started. And they said it'll probably be about 6 weeks when he get reevaluated. So I kind of want to see him play once he comes back. Hopefully he's in the rotation for the Portland Trail Blazers. But Matisse Thybulle, he's been an all defensive selection before. He's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league at the point of attack. He can guard anywhere between 1 and 3. Extremely long arms, very good corner 3-point shooter. He would fit this team very well. Now, granted, the Portland Trail Blazers, they like to overcharge for a lot of their players, and I think that's probably why they are in the position they are now, not being a very good team. They have some very good young players like Toumani Camara and things of that nature. They have Caleb Love has been playing good as of late, Donovan Clingan. They have some good players on their team. Guys like Matisse Thybulle might add some value, and they can get back another young piece or another expiring contract or a 2nd-round pick. They could do something along those lines. If Matisse Thybulle plays well once he comes back, I think he's a player that the Lakers should target 100%. You don't have to overcharge for him. Like if the Trailblazers are trying to say like they want a 1st-round pick for Matisse Thybulle, me personally, I'm not doing that. Now, if it's a 2nd-round pick and another player or something like that, or if he's involved in a 3-team trade, I would be all over the Matisse Thybulle trade. He gives you athleticism. He gives you point of attack defense. And like I said, he can shoot a little bit too. So he gives you some of the things that you need this Lakers team, that this Laker team needs. Sorry, guys, my nose is like all stopped up and stuff like that. But this second, my first trade candidate that, over the last couple weeks, he's been like kind of talked about a lot in Lakers Nation. He was a little bit over the summertime and things of that nature. But I want to talk about Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes is somebody I could definitely see being traded before the deadline. It's not a lot of talk about it right now, but during the summer, he was supposed to be getting a bigger contract than what he has. The Sixers came to terms with him and his agent right before the season started on like a $9 million deal for 1 year. So he will be a free agent this offseason, and it's possible that the Sixers probably would trade him at the deadline. So because obviously if they were going to come to terms and pay him, they would have did it this past offseason. So now he's going to be an unrestricted free agent this offseason, and it just makes all the sense in the world for somebody to target him. Now, me personally, I would give like a Gabe Vincent and possibly even Dalton Connect, because he's on a $9 million contract. We all know how the CBA works. If you're a first apron team, which the Lakers are, they have to trade out more salary than they receive. So they could give Gabe Vincent and possibly lose him this offseason as well, but they also could probably get a guy like Dalton Connect, and you can sweeten the deal. You can add in Gabe Vincent and Dalton Connect. You get back Quentin Grimes. That will be a good trade in my opinion. The Sixers will be getting 2 players that can help them. That can help them this year. They will be getting a young player in Dalton Connect that could possibly help out their young core with Maxey and Edgecombe and things of that nature for now and in the future. I think that'd be a good like swap for both teams. And then the Lakers could work out a deal to have Quentin Grimes on their team as well. Grimes is one of the better two-way role players in the entire NBA. He's always been a very good defender, but he's became a very reliable bench scorer and secondary playmaker. And that makes him very, very valuable. And then on top of that, he can shoot the 3-ball as well. So I really like Quentin Grimes. I love the fit he can bring for this team off the bench and possibly even start some games. He was very good with the Mavericks last year with Luka Doncic, or when Luka Doncic didn't play. I don't understand why the Mavericks traded him either, but that's, Grimes will be a perfect fit on this team. I think he will help you out on both sides of the ball. And he's young as well. He's only 25 years old, so he's in the prime of his career. These are the type of trades I think Rob Pelinka will try to go after, and I think he helps you now and in the future. So Quentin Grimes will be a great trade target as well. And let's move on to trade candidate number 2, who is a very good young player. Love this guy a lot. And let's go ahead and hop into him. Ayo Dosunmu plays for the Chicago Bulls, 6'4" guard, has very long arms, only 25 years old. Once again, young player, entering into the prime of his career. He can help you on both sides of the ball, point of attack defense, bench scoring, come off the bench and provide you some shooting, secondary playmaking as well. He can do a lot of things that help you on both sides of the ball. We're looking for two-way players in these trades. We're looking for guys that can come off the bench, possibly even start, but they can defend the ball, and they can provide you with a scoring punch and give you a lift some nights when your stars might not have it some nights, kind of similar to the Detroit Pistons versus Lakers game a couple nights ago. Marcus Sasser, a guy that averages 2 points a game, just came out of nowhere and came off the bench and had 20 points for them against the Lakers and really propelled them to win that game, in my opinion. If they didn't have that scoring punch from him, I don't think the Pistons beat the Lakers. But I think if they don't beat them, it's a much closer competitive game. But he gave those guys such an unexpected boost that I don't even think the Lakers even knew he was on the scouting report. But just in general, players like that, Ayo Dosunmu is one of those type of players, and I think he can give you that scoring punch. He averages 14 points a game this season, shooting 49% from 3. Shooting 49% from the field, and he's shooting 42% from 3, which is a career high. The last couple of years, he's been shooting the ball very, very well. And I think, with him coming into this Lakers team, if we was to trade for him, he will be a very good asset for the now and the future. Once again, so I don't see how this type of, and he's been in a lot of trade conversations and reports over the last couple of weeks. So I really do think the Bulls are probably going to be looking to move him in a trade. The Bulls aren't very good this year. They just lost Josh Giddey. Kobe White is out again, so they're not looking. It's not looking good for their franchise. So I think they need to start trading certain players, getting back assets, and probably tear it down and rebuild. So on to the next trade candidate. Obviously, we're going to be talking about our third trade candidate, guys. We're going to be talking about. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong guy. We're going to be talking about. Nobody's really talking about him, but if you were to make a trade for Herb Jones, then I believe that you could make a trade for Herb Jones and possibly even Jose Alvarado as well. Both of these guys bring you so much on both sides of the ball. Jose Alvarado as a playmaker, he's a very underrated playmaker. Now, he is undersized. He's only 6 foot tall. He is undersized, but he's an absolute pit bull. He's a pit bull on the defensive side of the ball. He can get hot from 3. He's done it against us multiple times. Last year, he had a game where none of their starters played at all. And he came in, and I think he almost had 30 points against us. He's done this multiple times throughout his career. He's very good. He's scrappy. He just got into a fight a couple games ago with Mark Williams. He's not backing down for nobody, no matter if they're a whole foot taller than him. He doesn't back down from anybody. The Grand Theft Auto plays could help us out a lot. You know, he sneaks up behind people and come and steal the ball. Those are the type of things that the Lakers need. Obviously, Herb Jones is another guy. But if you were to trade for Herb Jones, Jose Alvarado could possibly be in that package. Now, I don't think that the Pelicans would trade for the Lakers again, probably because of what happened with Anthony Davis and all of the things that, you know, they thought they wanted to trade, but now they're one of the worst teams in the league. I don't think that they're probably going to trade with the Lakers again, but if they do, and maybe you can involve a third team and you can possibly get back a guy like Jose Alvarado in a Herb Jones trade, that is very, very good if you ask me. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section below. And let's go ahead and move on to trade candidate number 4. We got trade candidate number 4 and Saddiq Bey. Saddiq Bey is one of those players to where if you trade for Herb Jones once again, because I believe Herb Jones is such a perfect trade target for this team. You talking about a guy that's in the prime of his career, one of the better on-ball defenders in the league, can guard anywhere between 1 through 4, was all defensive first team a couple years ago, his last healthy season in the league, shoot 40% from 3, has improved as a shooter. He's a very, very underrated scorer as well. It's not like he can just stand in the corner or has to just stand in the corner or stand on the wing. If you close out wrong on Herb Jones, he can hurt you in that way as well. But I'm talking about Saddiq Bey because he's another player that you could possibly trade for both of those guys and probably even use Rui Hachimura, because Rui Hachimura's contract and Herb Jones' contract will probably I think Rui Hachimura this season is making like $5 million more than Herb Jones. I think Herb is only making like 13 to 14 million this year, and Rui Hachimura is making 18 million this year. So if you were to trade Rui for Herb Jones, you would be trading out more salary and you would be getting back less. So that's the type of trade that you would possibly have to make. And you probably can include Saddiq Bey. He's only making like $6 million this year. So you might have to throw in another player like Dalton Connect or something like that. And that would be a deal, me personally, I would use a first-round pick for. You can use Dalton Connect, a first-round pick, and Rui Hachimura, and you can get back possibly Saddiq Bey and Herb Jones. And Herb Jones is the last guy that I'm talking about in this video as well. So that was pretty much the pair. If you were trading for a pair of players, that's the type of trade that me personally, I would make. I would make a first round pick trade type of trade, or a bigger blockbuster kind of trade for Herb Jones and Saddiq Bey. You can trade Rui Hachimura. I love Rui Hachimura, man. But I'm not going to hold on to Rui if I have the opportunity to get a Herb Jones and Saddiq Bey. Both of these guys are young. Saddiq Bey is only 26. Herb Jones is 27. So both of these guys are extremely young. Saddiq Bey is a big body. He can rebound. He can post up smaller players. He can score down low. He has a very good touch around the rim. He can shoot the 3. A couple days ago, he just had 23 points in the first quarter. He's had some explosive games scoring in the league. Him coming off your bench and you having Herb Jones as your starter would be phenomenal for this team. And that's the type of move, just like the Dallas Mavericks made a couple years ago. When they were kind of like a play-in team and they made the moves for Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington, and they kind of propelled them to be a championship caliber team, that is the type of move that takes you from a very good playoff team to a championship contending team. You get two-way wing players that can defend and score the ball, and Saddiq Bey and Herb Jones can shoot the ball as well. He mix and matches the offense with defense problem that you have right now. Rui Hachimura is an offensive player. He's not a very good defensive player, but if you get a guy like Herb Jones that can do both, can shoot the ball, and he can obviously play defense, be the best defender on your team, that's exactly what you need. And then you'll still have Marcus Smart, Jared Vanderbilt, Jake LaRavia. You will still have some of those other defensive-minded players that can come in, and you can mix and match those guys along with your other guys to trade with. This will make you a championship team. This is the perfect scenario that the Lakers need to abide by if they want to become a championship team and be one of those top contenders. Your core players in Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James, that core can win you a championship if you surround those guys with the right pieces. If you don't surround those guys with the right pieces, you're not going to win a championship. I'm not the whole conversation about the Lakers can't win with these three. Yeah, I'm so sure they can't win with these three. I just seen Nikola Jokic win with Jamal Murray and Bruce Brown and some of these other players, Michael Porter Jr., that do not play defense, but they surrounded Jokic with some good players. These great players need to be surrounded by the right pieces. Sadiq Bey, Herb Jones, Quentin Grimes. These are the type of pieces that propel you to be a championship team. So that's all for today's video, guys. I would love to hear y'all's comments and thoughts about what the perfect trade deadline scenario would be for this Lakers team. Kind of like that Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington trade that the Mavericks made a couple years ago. That's just a great example because it just takes the Lakers from a playoff team to a contender, in my opinion. So let me know you guys' thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. If y'all do, y'all be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.